All right, number 3 on our list of the top 10 submissions for MMA is the armbar. And you knew this had to be on the list. And funny enough, when we look at the available data for submission grappling, armbars are actually number 1. But for MMA, they're number 3. And armbars are really, really cool. I mean, obviously, we all know, the whole Ronda Rousey thing, throw them down, snap the armbar. It's a classic judo thing. It's also a classic catch thing. We're going to go ahead and do it from more like a ground and pound position because, well, I just kind of like that. And it gives us a really, really nice setup to keep things really, really super tight and punish the guy all the way through them. And it doesn't really require as much speed. You can establish control. And again, you can just punish the guy through using strikes. And if you're in a submission grappling type scenario, you can replace those strikes with kind of cross faces and other grindy bits. So let's go ahead and get down into our mount position. So again, when we're down here playing, making sure you have a good top mount, everything's locked in, you're levying strikes, making him expose his elbows, feed through and catch an elbow. I really like catching the elbow. If I catch the wrist, I give him all sorts of information of what I'm going for. I catch an elbow, it could be a number of things, right? Make him guess. As I do that, I might still start striking. And as I do that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna pivot 90 degrees. And as I'm punching, I'm gonna basically be cross-facing him and getting him up on his shoulder. I'm gonna be slamming my knee in behind his shoulder blade. So as I come in here, coming up like this and drive, I want everything nice and tight here. My fist is on the mat, pinching his face. Once I come in here, all I'm gonna do is swing my foot around, replace my hand with my foot, and I'm gonna sit on his shoulder and roll back. So when I do this, everything is nice and tight. This is the important leg. Keeping this here, pinch, all that. I've already got it, I'm not even at his wrist yet. And he tapped before he could get to his wrist. That's how tight your armbar should be. It should be on before it's on. Now we're gonna do something special for you here. We're gonna do an old catch wrestling standby, the dragon tail armbar. This thing is probably gonna be a little bit lower percentage. It's gonna have a little bit more of a grip and rip factor to it. But if you pull it off, you get style points for days. This is just a massive, massive move. It is really, really cool. And you can kind of set the setup more or less the same way. There's a bunch of entries for it, but you can kind of set it up in more or less the same way. So I'm going to start setting it up just like the last one. Nothing changes. All right. So I get in there, hook the elbow, punch him down, cross face him, drive everything up. This is the part where it gets cool. Instead of sitting on his shoulder, I'm actually going to step through, and again, I'm going to keep his elbow. I can come to the wrist. Now, if you're wearing MMA gloves, getting the wrist is easy because the glove creates a nice big stop. It's going to make it harder to slip off. If you don't have the gloves, I really recommend keeping the elbow, even 2-on-1 if you can. But from this position, I'm going to step out, and instead of replacing my foot, I'm going to step out just a little bit more. Body side foot pulls him in, and I sit right on his neck and head. Now, if he comes up to his knees, this is great. If he stays flat, even better. Now, when you have the elbow, make sure that you're not pulling it just up against your crotch. Pull it across the up leg, and there you go. With the dragon tail armbar, you want to make sure that you get a nice, strong kind of grip and rip pull. Stay as low as you can so that you're rolling them right into that knee joint and you're sitting right on their head, so their head is trapped between your calf and your thigh. All right, so that was number 3 on our list, the armbar. Stay tuned for numbers 2 and 1, of course, which again, these aren't secret. The links have been down below the whole time. So you can take a peek ahead if you'd like, and videos will be coming out shortly. As usual, if you have variations that you like on these techniques, go ahead and leave them down in the comments below, and we'll talk to you in the next one. Good journey. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, give the dog a bone. You can follow us on our other social media accounts, and if you really like us, you can head over to Amazon and buy a shirt. You can also go over to Gumroad and purchase some of our instructional courses. All of the links will be provided and also on our website. If you happen to be in the Phoenix area, we would love to meet you. Come drop in for a class,
you know, even just to chat. And if you're looking for a new home, we would be happy to have you. So until next time, good journey.
Oh yeah, help us settle the debate. He thinks Bob is not natty. I think Bob's natty. What do you think?